Hi everyone, right, so as you know, we're interviewing everybody here. This video is sponsored by the One Football app. It's an absolutely brilliant app, it's free, we've all used it now. Keeps you up to date with all the transfers, stats, news, tables, FA Cup, you name it. It's free, link it in the description. Let's get on with them videos. So today we're going to be interviewing everyone on the game. Let's have a look and see what they've said.
I am very disappointed about today. You know, you look at the squad that we put out today, a little bit weakened compared to what we normally put out, and you just think, if we get relegated, that quality is probably the best that we can hope for. Can that quality of side challenge to get back in the Premier League? No, definitely not. That is mid-table Championship quality at best. Look, Hosselu behind Rondon, he's our best striker behind Rondon, and just, you know, spend, that's what we cry out for, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It never happens, as I once said.
We didn't lose at home, mate. It's one of them, isn't it? I mean,
Didn't win though.
I mean, that's the lad says, they're actually out. Say no more. We've got no depth. I mean, Sterry at right back. Don't think much of him as a right back, to be honest. I think got tore apart.
They make up Kennedy in that 10. Who I thought.
Shotgun.
And he got moved out.
I've been against it for a couple of weeks now, but I think it's time to send him back to Chelsea. Like, I think he's shocking. Yeah, just don't. I think he's a shadow in comparison to what he was last season, and he doesn't look like he's going to pick up form at any point. So I'd get him back to Chelsea and try and bring someone else in that's like going to be a contribution to the team, because he just doesn't look at it at the minute. Whatever's going on in his life or whatever, he needs to sort it out, because football-wise, he's just not at it.
It was absolutely shocking, to be honest. You know, Blackburn, a team that lost 5 of the last 6 games today. Yeah, 15th in the table, and then we've got a striker in Joslu who probably wouldn't get in their starting 11. So I think it was a really poor performance. They look more comfortable on the ball. I mean, I think when you come in here as a home side, you should be probably taking control of the game, and you've got them looking more, more better in possession, better passing, better movement. We just look shocking. We looked like 3 yards off it from the get-go. And you know, I was thinking on the way up here, I was thinking, I wonder sometimes if Benitez's mentality about sometimes maybe not wanting to be in the cup competition because of the focus on the league gets to the players. But there's one positive that's come out today, because he's definitely known on those again, the starting 11.
Bring the youngsters out. I know we haven't got a huge squad to bring in, but you know, we've got like Freddie Woodman playing. He played all right. It's not his fault. The youngsters played well. It's not their fault. It's the old people who will have time and time in the squad. Florian Lejeune, well done for coming back from his injury, because I thought it'd be next season he'd be playing for Newcastle United, but he's played today. He's performed all right. You know, it's a bit shaky in the first half, but he got into the game. But Blackburn, it's Blackburn, it's Championship football for them, and they play a good team. They played all right. Adam Armstrong, he was dangerous. Every time he got the ball, he looked like he was going to score. Why do we sell him? Because he's a good player. He's a good up-and-coming talented player.
Absolutely utter garbage. Not one player can take any credit on that pitch apart from Perez, who won us the penalty, which would have been knocked out. And it's another game that adds to our absolute schedule, where we're going to have to play them in a replay in midweek, which, looking back on it now, yes, you'd want to win the game, but you look at it, you'd just rather take a defeat, because it just adds to our schedule of games. And that's just another game to add to it. We've got Chelsea away next week, we've got no chance, and there was just absolutely no quality at all, and it just shows how much money we need to spend in the window. We know we're not going to get any money to spend, because, let's face it, he hasn't spent for the last 6 or 7 transfer windows, so there's no way he's going to spend this window, and I just think we've just got to ride it out, hopefully avoid relegation, and I just don't know where we'll go on from there.
Even still, Hosselu's getting game time. Not only is Hosselu getting on the bench and Sorensen isn't, but Hosselu is also getting game time, and Sorensen, he's ready for that step up. I mean, well, I know a lot of people may disagree with that, but at the same time, because there is a big gap between reserve football and first team football, but tonight would have been an ideal opportunity, Championship opposition, you know, to try out the likes of, you know, Sterry and Longstaff, Woodman, like we did. Why not Sorensen? I am a bit confused about that. You know, I would have really liked to have seen him, and he could have made the difference.
For a 7-8 minute period, Lee, when we conceded the goal, we didn't look like scoring, mate. We looked bang average all day. We just didn't look like we wanted to take the game by the scruff of the neck. How many times have I said that this season? Just average, mate. Bang average.
So yeah, he's League 1 standard, maybe League 2 standards for him at the moment, national, the Vanarama League, because he's just, I don't know what he offers. Do you know what I mean? He can't hold the ball up. He had a 5-yard pass to Kennedy that wouldn't even come off. Right at the end, you know, Shelby, I mean, I hate that we revert back to this long ball technique from Shelby. It's like what we're doing in the Championship, do you know what I mean? And it barely came off in the Championship. And Hosteloo's through, I think he's through what, one-on-one, and the touch just sends him halfway to the corner flag, do you know what I mean? It's not good enough, and again, those are the opportunities that you need to take, you know what I mean? But then when you're kind of transferring, you're buying in the bargain bin and Poundland, you know, you're not going to get much for your money, are you? And it was shocking. But like I say, at least we know who our starting 11 is, because not one of those players. And Jacob Murphy, I got to say, he disappointed me today. I've been a big advocate of him this season. I thought we need someone who can run at people, be direct. Comes in, the guy looks scared when he's on the ball, you know? I don't know.
Thank God we got a penalty, because VAR, we love you and we need you in as soon as possible in the Premier League, because we actually got a penalty. The last time we had a penalty was Cardiff.
It was a long time ago and we missed it.
Of the season, and we missed it, Kennedy. But he wanted to take another penalty because you could say he wanted the ball. I said Shelby, but Richie, well done Richie.
Oh, Hosteloo, I'm going to go in on him, seriously. Absolutely garbage. He's absolutely disgusting. He never wins anything at all. And that chance at the end, come on.
What does Sorensen have to do to get on the bench, at least in Hosteloo goes on the bench?
Exactly, at least he'd have some passion. He might have done better than Hosteloo did there. To be honest, yes, the squad, sure, I'd just get rid of Hosteloo. He's no use to the squad at all. And yeah, we probably wouldn't get anything back. Maybe try and get a striker from Europe on loan or something in replace of him, or just promote Sorensen behind Rondon. I'm sure even if I had Rondon on that pitch today, we'd have probably won the game, because he probably would have took that at the end. But what the hell was he doing, taking extra touches? Just take one touch, hit it. Don't take 2 or 3 and then you put yourself into trouble like that.
I think those players, they had to play today on the basis that you look at our best players who were in the first team squad, they can't play every game. You look at Blackburn, no offence to them, but Championship opposition in the Cup. Some people see it as a blessing if and when we do get knocked out of the Cup, so we can concentrate on our survival bid. I personally disagree with that, but that's another question. But to be honest, I think you can't let these players dwell in lack of confidence forever, like players like Murphy and Hayden. They need to get some game time, but today they had their chance and they most certainly didn't take that. They didn't grab the chance by the bollocks.
VAR's implemented in the first game. We'll get a penalty. It's ironic. I mean, I was shouting and screaming for a penalty. I thought we should have had a penalty 10 minutes earlier, so I thought there was a handball somewhere in the scuffle that was like the 2 clearances off the line. But we finally got a penalty. It's weird to have one, it's weird to score one, because the last time we scored a penalty, I think, correct us if I'm wrong, I think it was Mitrovic against Man United, February 2015, when we got relegated. I think that's the last time Newcastle scored a penalty in the Premier League, so like as a Premier League team, sorry. So yeah, it's one of them, mate.